Hello students, in last video you all know about laws of chemical combinations. Today in this video I am explaining about very important concept related to some basic concepts of chemistry. That is about Dalton's atomic theory, atomic mass, average atomic mass, molecular mass, formula mass, mole concept and molar masses. Okay, let us see about what Dalton's theory explains. An ancient Greek philosopher Democritus had proposed a concept of atoms. These atoms comes from Greek word atomos, which means indivisible. This means all form of atoms made up of these particles, which is small part of matter. That is everything. The first scientific theory was given by a scientist. The name is John Dalton. According to John Dalton, let us see the postulates of the John Dalton. First postulates, according to John Dalton, atom is an solid hard sphere. There is no charge on it. Second postulates, all matter is made up of tiny particles called atoms. Like ball is made up of small bricks and atoms and particles in a lattices. Third postulate, all the atoms of a given element have identical properties, including identical mass. Atoms of different elements can differ in mass. If you take a piece of banana and take a bigger piece of banana and small piece of banana and you taste both, you know small piece of banana tastes as bigger piece of banana. Similarly, you take a watermelon, small piece of watermelon and bigger piece of watermelon. Both taste are same only. So banana is taste like a watermelon? No, they are different. Similarly, all atoms of same elements are the alike, but they are differ in the masses. Like that, all the atoms of same elements are alike. This is gold and this one is silver ring. Atoms of the gold consisting of the gold atoms. Atoms of the silvers are present in the silver only. Is there atoms of silver is present in the gold? It has the different identical properties. Fourth postulate, compounds are formed by when atoms of different elements combine in a fixed ratio. For the formation of water, atoms of hydrogen combines with atoms of oxygen, it forms the water molecule, that is H2O. Like that, different atoms can combine to form the compounds. They are in a fixed ratio. For example, take a group of people at tea stall. You can't fix any number who are sitting at a tea stall. But you talk about Indian cricket team. We know fixed number of people play a match. Similarly, compounds are formed when atoms of different elements combine in a fixed proportions, like H2O, 2 ratio of hydrogen and 1 ratio of oxygen. It forms the H2O. It is compound of water. Fifth postulates, chemical reactions involve reorganization of atoms. These are neither created nor destroyed in a chemical reaction. Here are 4 materials: bricks, cement, marbles and granite. You have to make different structure by using these materials. And we know just by rearranging these 4 materials in different forms, we will get the structure of many buildings. Like Taj Mahal, buildings, court, and many buildings. In this, the basic materials are what? The bricks, granite, marble and cement only. But it forms the different structure of buildings, no? Like that, in a chemical reaction involves reorganization of atoms. These are neither created nor destroyed in a chemical reaction. Let us see all these postulates once again. First one, according to Dalton, atom is a solid hard sphere. There is no charge on it. Atom is present in matter. This matter consists of indivisible particles called atoms. All the atoms of a given element have identical properties, including identical mass. Compounds are formed when atoms of different elements combine in a fixed ratio. Chemical reaction involves reorganization of atoms. These are neither created nor destroyed in a chemical reaction. Next, about atomic mass. Atomic mass means it is one atomic mass unit is defined as a mass exactly equal to 1/12 of the mass of the carbon-12 atom. Carbon-12 is taken as a standard. Carbon-12 indicates it is an isotope of the carbon. Atomic mass is equal to the 1/12 of the mass of the carbon-12, and one atomic mass is equal to 1.66056 into 10 raised to minus 24 gram. Mass of an atom of hydrogen is equal to 1.6736 into 10 raised to minus 24 gram. Thus, in terms of atomic mass unit, the mass of hydrogen atom is equal to mass of an atom of hydrogen divided by 1 atomic mass unit value. So it forms 1.6736 into 10 raised to minus 24 gram divided by 1.66056 into 10 raised to minus 24 gram. It gives 1.0078 atomic mass unit, nearly equal to 1.0080 atomic mass unit. This is the atomic mass of the hydrogen atom. Hydrogen is the first element of the periodic table. Today, atomic mass unit has been replaced by a U, which is known as unified mass. It is a unit of the atomic mass. That is, atomic mass unit is replaced by the unified mass. Then about average atomic mass and molecular mass. Average atomic mass is calculated by taking the isotopes examples. Here the isotopes of carbon are carbon-12, carbon-13, carbon-14. Carbon-14 is in the form of radioactive. It is radioactive isotope. They will given here carbon-12, carbon-13, carbon-14 isotopes and abundance of these isotopes in the nature. See here, the carbon-12 isotopes abundance is more in nature. This is about 98.892% and carbon-13 is 1.108%. Carbon-14 is very less. I said no, it is radioactive isotopes. It is about 2 into 10 raised to minus 10%. And they given also atomic mass. Atomic mass of carbon is 12. Carbon-13 is 13.00335. Carbon-14 is 14.00317. From the above data, the average atomic mass of the carbon will come out to be what? Find out the percentage of the carbentol, abundance of carbentol, put 0.98892 into atomic mass of carbentol, that is 12U, plus 0.01108, it is the abundance of the carbentol, into atomic mass of the carbon 13, plus write the atomic relative abundance of the carbon 14, 2 into 10 raised to minus 10 multiplied by the atomic mass of carbon 14, 14.00317. After simplification, it gives 12.011 unified mass. This is the calculation method of average atomic mass. See here, I will explain this once again. Average atomic mass is calculated by taking the isotopes, the relative abundance of isotopes, atomic mass. These values will be given. And from the above data, how to calculate the average atomic mass of the carbon? First, write the relative abundance of the carbentol into atomic mass, plus then another isotopes, write the relative abundance of the carbon 13 into atomic mass of carbon 13, plus write the relative abundance of the carbon 14 into atomic mass of the carbon 14. Finally, you will get the value of the average atomic mass of the carbon. See in the given below, the mass of the carbon will come out to be relative abundance of the carbon 12 is 0.98892 into 12 plus relative abundance of carbon 13 into atomic mass of carbon 13 plus carbon 14 relative abundance into atomic mass of carbon 14. After simplification, it will give the 12.011 unified mass. This is average atomic mass of the carbon. Next, very important, calculation of molecular mass. Molecular mass is calculated by, it is the sum of the atomic masses of the elements present in a molecule. It is obtained by multiplying the atomic mass of each element by the number of its atoms and adding them together, it forms the molecular mass. Take an example, molecular mass of CH4, methane. Calculate the molecular mass. The molecular mass is calculated by sum of atomic masses of each element. Here the atoms of methane are the carbon and the hydrogen. Let us calculate. Carbon atomic mass is 12. So write 12.011 unified mass. It is exact atomic mass of the carbon. Plus then hydrogen. How many hydrogens are there? 4 hydrogens. Write 4 into mass of hydrogen, means atomic mass of hydrogen, 1.008 unified. After simplification, it will give 16.043 unified mass. It is a molecular mass of the methane. Like that, calculate for the water. Molecular mass of water is equal to what? Water made up of the 2 elements, one hydrogen, other one is oxygen. Here the presence of 2 hydrogen. So 2 into atomic mass of hydrogen plus 1 atom of oxygen. Write the 1 atomic mass of oxygen. It forms 2 into atomic mass of hydrogen is 1.008 U plus atomic mass of oxygen is 16 U. It gives 18.02 unified mass. It is the molecular mass of water. Again, you peoples calculate for other compounds. Formula mass. Formula mass is same as the molecular mass of the compounds. Here some substances such as sodium chloride do not contain discrete molecules as their constituent units. In such a compounds, positive sodium called cation and negative chloride anion entities are arranged in a 3-dimensional structure. It may be noted that in sodium chloride, 1 Na plus is surrounded by 6 Cl minus and vice versa. The formula such as sodium chloride is used to calculate the formula mass instead of molecular mass as in the solid state. The sodium chloride does not exist as a single entity. Let us calculate formula mass of sodium chloride. Formula mass of sodium chloride is equal to atomic mass of sodium plus atomic mass of chlorine. It gives atomic mass of sodium is 23 unified mass plus atomic mass of chlorine is 35.5 unified mass. After adding these two, it forms 58.5 U. This is a calculation method of the formula mass. It is very simple. They will give the questions like this. Calculate the formula mass of the sodium chloride. First you write the formula of sodium chloride, that is NaCl. And after that calculate the molar mass. Similarly, calculate the formula mass of calcium carbonate. First write the formula of calcium carbonate, CaCO3. After that calculate the formula mass of the sodium chloride, like that molecular mass, CaCO3. Write the atomic mass of the calcium plus atomic mass of the carbonate. No, it consisting of C plus oxygen, 3 oxygen. CaCO3, no, it consisting of 1 calcium, 1 carbon, 3 oxygen. So you sum of atomic mass of the calcium plus atomic mass of the carbon plus 3 into atomic mass of the oxygen. After simplification, it gives the atomic formula mass of the calcium carbonate. Mole concept and molar masses. Very important term. This mole concept means 1 mole is the amount of a substance that contains as many particles or entities as there are atoms in exactly 12 gram of the carbon 12 isotope. The mass of the carbon 12 isotopes is consisting of 12 atoms. It determined by a mass spectrometer and it found to be equal to the 1.992648 into 10 raised to minus 23 gram. So knowing that 1 mole of carbon weighs 12 gram, then the number of atoms in it is equal to the Avogadro number of particles or atoms or the molecules. That Avogadro number is equal to the 6.022137 into 10 raised to 23 atoms or molecules. Simply you may write 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 atoms per mole. How it forms? Let us see. Write the mass of the carbon 12, that is 12 gram per mole of carbon 12 isotopes divided by mass spectrometer value of the carbon 12 isotopes 1.992648 into 10 raised to minus 23 gram per each carbon atom. Totally it gives the Avogadro number value 6.022137 into 10 raised to 23 atoms or moles. We can therefore say that 1 mole of hydrogen atoms is equal to the Avogadro number. Each atoms consisting of the Avogadro number of the particles, that is 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 atoms. Again, 1 mole of water molecules is consisting of Avogadro number of molecules, that is 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 water molecules. The mass of 1 mole of a substance in grams is called its molar mass. The molar mass in grams is numerically equal to atomic mass, molecular mass, formula mass in unified mass unit. Molar mass of water is equal to 18.02 gram per mole. Molar mass of sodium chloride is equal to 58.5 gram per mole. Thank you.